What is this governance issue that Isiolo is having? Why is it that it's only Isiolo making headlines these days? Though many other counties had impeachment, Isiolo is making headline because Isiolo is one of the most diverse known county in this republic. Good afternoon, guys. How are you? Welcome back to MJ Media. This is your host, Hafid Mohammed, aka Haj Malab. This is AMJ Media, where we have stories shaping our communities and our counties. Today, we are taking dive into one of the counties, Isiolo County specifically. History, its politics, governance issues, and other issues facing the community. And we took Isiolo because Isiolo is making headlines on many magazines and news stations. It's making headline because it was one of the latest, one of the counties that had its impeachment motion process tabled before the Senate just recently. And from that impeachment, we take back up to 1960s of shifter wars and colonial period. Isiolo colonially is known as one of the northern frontier district, one of the regions that was neglected, that was marginalized and isolated. And one casing point was a shifter war of 1960 to 1967, one of the war that almost took Isiolo and the northern region as one of the Somali region. That is why, up to date, Isiolo and the northern region at large is having distrust, is having disconnect, is having issue to blend with other part of the country. But fast forward, 2010 constitution brought something that was bigger and better for the republic and especially for the regions that are known to be marginalized. And that region, one of it is Isiolo County, receiving the shareable revenue of 4 to 6 billion. Did that devolution help? Is Isiolo still facing crisis? Isiolo still having political and governance issues? Yes. And that one is known from the headlines that is making news these days. Isiolo is one of the smallest, not in size, but in population. That is why it's having only two constituencies, Isiolo North and the South side, making only two national representation of MPs, one women representative through devolution, and a woman senate, and 10 devolved ward units, that is only 10 MCS. Isiolo carries a blend of diverse ethnic and cultural, and its diversity ranges from communities that are living in Isiolo. Isiolo is dominated by many, amongst them are Borana community, the Somali community, Turkana, Samburus, Meru, and many other communities that are known. Isiolo equally borders 7 counties. It borders Marsabit, it borders Samburu, it borders Turkana, it borders Meru, it borders Laikipia from one end, and Samburu from the other end. That makes it a very strategic location that connects the northern side to the other part of country. It is strategic location made it suitable for mega projects in this republic known as LAPSET, that is connecting from Lamu up to Ethiopia side. And with that LAPSET, with national airstrip, Isiolo still faces many issues, many compelling issues, ranging from underdevelopment, bad and poor leadership and governance, ethnically motivated political decisions. Coming to elections, Isiolo's election is rife with ethnic-based issues, not meritocracy, not good leadership, but always before 2010 and to date, ethnic mobilization, ethnic decision makings, and tribal lines is what is making Isiolo politics up to date. And that one has taken shape recently. From 2013, beginning of devolution, Isiolo has been receiving 4 to 6 billion in form of shareable revenues. But what is noticed largely is ghost projects, stalled projects, starting from Isiolo Stadia, that is known by many, Isiolo Market, that is known, KMC, that is currently ongoing, and many other roads. And of late, that known road that was read poetically by the president from Mandera, Madogashe to Isiolo. What is this governance issue that Isiolo is having? Why is it that it's only Isiolo making headlines these days? Though many other counties had impeachment, Isiolo is making headlines because Isiolo is one of the most diverse known county in this republic. It's diverse because of the communities that are living. It's diverse because of the culture that is there. It's diverse because of the larger youth that's mostly landed and unemployed. The youth unemployment rate is estimated at 55%. 55% of youth in Isiolo are not employed. Coming to governance, we have had 3 governors, including the current one. From 2013, Kuti had his own, Mohamed Kuti, that is Dr. Mohamed Kuti, had his own 5-year period of governance. And his governance, though some critics might say he was good, but largely the civil critics are saying he had only stalled projects and ghost workers, nothing more achieved. Coming to the next governor, still we had similar issues. The county stalled projects are still since 2013. Some projects are dated back to 2013, some are even before 2013. Coming to the current governorship, Isiolo seems to be playing the national politics. It's not that much local because the population that are there, the communities, largely the youth, are more connected digitally, are more understanding of their political happenings around. That makes it now difficult for anyone not to spot, for anyone not to know the happenings. The governance issue has been one of the key issues. The bad leadership has been one of the key issues that many of the communities that are there has been lamenting about. Marginalization of the smaller population, marginalization of the younger groups, that is youth, has been the cornerstone of cry for Isiolo. Of late, that had taken different shape, from clan issue, from ethnic issue, from youth issue, to impeachment motion being tabled at the Senate. The impeachment has taken different shape, with 16 MCAs supporting the impeachment motion of the governor, known as Guyo. The current governor was once an MCA in Nairobi. That had made him very suitable, knowing that he had a national outlook when he was once a majority leader at Nairobi County Assembly. But the thought of him being that knowledgeable has now faded slightly. The question will remain, will he, after impeachment now done, after the Senate had not found merit in impeaching him, will he unify? Will he start to bring the communities together? Will he earn the trust of communities? Will he earn the unity, the understanding, and service delivery that is required of him? Looking at his manifesto, Abdi Guyo largely campaigned on 3 things. That is on education, making sure that ECD is funded, ECD classrooms are across belt. Each and every school should and must have all the classrooms and facilities required. He campaigned on health. That was having issue. Up to date, out of the 7 health facilities that is known in Isiolo, only 2 are operational. That is the critics and the story that is hitting the news headlines. So will he unify? What's the role of youth in governance? Isiolo youth, being one of the largely learned, one of the largely connected people, are looking deeply with concerns into the governance, the developmental issues, and the disconnect between the government and the citizens. Government, largely the devolved government, governor, MCS, and so the youth will play a very pivotal role when it comes to oversight. We have had failures by MCS not giving proper oversight, instead giving politically motivated, ethnically motivated oversight. The youth now, it is our turn, it's your turn to look deeply into it, to leave the ethnic and tribal line of thinking, come straight, look at the resource that is getting into that county. A county of only 2 constituencies receiving 6 billion from national allocation, with no stadium, with no proper road, with no water, with no operational health, with no employment. What is it that we can do? What is it that youth can do to make sure that the governance issue that has been bedeviling that county can be sorted? What they can do, the first thing is to demystify, to debunk the tribal ethnic resolutions that are given by elders most of the time. And they can live far from that ethnic mobilization to the realities of unemployment, to taking government head on, bringing solutions, not to protest as is known in Isiolo, not only to gag government as known in Isiolo, but to bring proper channeled reasonings to the government. Failure to which we have, or the youth are having, many other channels to air their views. One of it is AMJ. We always host, we always discuss, and we'll be taking through Isiolo political, socio-economic, and any other cultural aspect. Here with you is Hafid Mohammed, and I welcome you again.